What's the creepiest thing you've seen in broad daylight?
Guy was trying to start a fight with random guys while queuing up to get into a concert. He was also coming out with all this creepy shit to the girls around him. He was standing right next to me, and I was just telling him to stop acting like such a stupid cunt when someone walked up and stabbed him in the chest. He died pretty much instantly. This was in 1990s New Zealand.
Suicide at the Hoover Dam. He bounced all the way down.
The creepiest thing for me was when I was out surfing in Northern California. It's really cold, dark water, and I was out by myself. I was sitting there waiting for a wave and my leash felt like it was caught up, which it does. Sometimes I like to fix it before a wave comes so there's no hindrance. When I go to stand up, well, I pull at it a little and it feels like seaweed or something's on it. I turn towards the back of my board and there is something on it, a harbor seal who's sitting on the back of my board laying on my leash. Scared the fuck out of me, but me screaming scared the fuck out of him, and it went back into the water and I paddled in. I know it's not the creepiest thing in this thread, but it definitely scared me pretty good. A man on the sidewalk looked around and then pulled down a ski mask and crept into a building as I drove past in summer.
I work security at a hospital. I really just sit outside of the construction zone where they're doing remodeling and make sure homeless people and teenagers don't get in. But I'm also sat right outside the door they use to take the bodies out. There's just something eerie about how, discreet and impersonal it is. Not that I expect there to be some sort of fanfare when someone dies, but they're just wrapped in quilts or thick blankets, quietly loaded up into an unmarked van, and that's it. It's a major hospital, so there's several bodies wheeled out every day. Worst is when you know it's a child, but I thankfully don't see much of that. They tend to wait until the middle of the night so less people see, so they don't upset people. Always just strikes this weird feeling in me when I see them. Edit. I should also say that there is a bit of fanfare if they're an organ donor. The doctors and nurses will line up along the hall when they take them out and have just a little moment of silence, like a way to express their thanks for this person inevitably helping someone else. Very bittersweet. Got lost driving through Montana and wound up in the middle of nowhere. Saw a small town, maybe 15 buildings total, and figured I'd ask for directions. As I got closer, I saw that it looked like it was abandoned, houses all dilapidated and in disrepair. But house had a shiny no car in front of it. Not sure what it was about, but my GF and I both got real bad vibes from it and just drove right past.
Saw a guy jump in front of a train. He died. Delete it.
A guy jerking off in a kid's playground.